Not that casual, but I'm not like completely obsessive, but I play quite a lot of games.
And I play everything. I play sports games, I play racing games, action games.
Hours and hours will go by and we'll cook dinner and be like, wait, come on, hold on, wait for me, you know, the whole time. So it's like, to me, it's more of that.
I like to play competitively with friends, you know, we have fun.
I asked him to be my boyfriend with the game, so it was like an automatic, he had to say yes to get the game, so.
Like, you know, I played through Metal Gear Solid, like 24 times.
Because you never know what genre you like or where the game will take you.
You know, some people run, some people play football. I game.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Sony Computer Entertainment, Sean Layden.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, PlayStation Nation. First of all, thank you all for getting up so early on a Saturday and joining us here for the first ever PlayStation Experience. And I hope you all got a good night's sleep because you're about to encounter 2 intense days of all things PlayStation. It's been an amazing year for the gaming industry and an incredible year for us. Thanks to all of you, PlayStation 4 is the fastest selling console of all time. You have made that success possible, and we continue to be humbled by your passion. You inspire us to make the best games and to make PlayStation the best place to play. The PlayStation Experience is a small token of our gratitude and a celebration with all of you everywhere. So with that, let's get this party started.
Where the hell are you? Where to now? That's not reassuring. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, Jesus. Refreshing. Oh, hey. Seen anyone come by here? Tall, lanky, filled with big, stupid ideas about pirate treasure? Bad luck, huh? Poor bastards. You trying to climb up there? In those boots? Oh! Oh! Pretty sure you don't need this. Yeah, it's working. Almost there. Ah, it's just a hop, skip, and an enormous leap away.
or something, maybe. Movement along the tree line.
Well, that's thick jungle over there, eh? It's all moving. I don't see anything.
Damn it. All right, everyone. False alarm. But keep an eye out.
Let's go. And the gang's all here.
Eventually runs out.
Give me that.
How's it? You got any repellent?
Jesus. These guys are everywhere.
Don't use too much. I have a feeling this won't be a short mission.
I really don't see the point of this.
Hundreds of millions of treasures.
Ah, crap! Damn it!
Down! Under there! There's no way out of here!
There, catch! Shit!
Where are you, asshole? Spotted enemy! Shit! Where the hell did he go?
check over there. I'll search here.
Roger that. Anything?
Clear so far.
All right, let's keep looking. No!
Anything over there? Hello? Are you okay?
Nothing so far. Found anything? My side's clean.
Dean's gonna have our balls for this.
No sign of him.
Okay.
Anything?
I don't think anyone saw me.
Nothing here either.
So long, boys. I think I lost him. Oh, shit. Holy shit. I nearly shot your head off. Sam, you're okay. Yeah, nothing I can't walk away from. It's good to see you're alive, little brother. Come on. We got a treasure to find.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from San Diego Studio, Chris Cutliff, Jason Villa, and Ramon Russell.
Hello, everybody. It's awesome to be here. Before we start talking about MLB 15, the show, I'd first like to give a big thank you to all the gamers out there that make up the PlayStation family. I would also like to give a shout out to the MLB dev team back home in our San Diego studios. For 18 plus years, I've had the honor and privilege of being a part of what I selfishly believe is one of the most talented and devoted development teams in the industry, launching MLB titles on all 6 different PlayStation platforms during that time frame.
When we started the show, our goal was to lay a solid foundation to build upon. We're proud of where we ended up with MLB 14. Our approach was forward-looking, most evident in our newly implemented year-to-year saves feature we hope you all take advantage of. For the first time in any sports game, you'll be able to take your career experience, road to the show, from MLB 14 to MLB 15, essentially continuing your career for the life of the PlayStation platform.
Currently in development, MLB 15 The Show has the largest offering of new gameplay features in franchise history, with a renewed focus on player emotion and personality. Also, for the first time ever, there will be licensed equipment from the most recognizable brands in baseball. At this point in our development cycle, it's a bit early to show you as much of MLB 15 The Show as you might like. However, given that you have come all this way, and because showing you nothing wasn't an option, we figured making PlayStation Experience the place for our exclusive first look teaser was only fair. On behalf of the MLB team, we thank you for your dedication and desire to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from San Diego studio, Christian Phillips.
Hey, hey! Hey, hey! That's what I'm talking about. First off, Chris Cutliff, Jason Villa, Ramon Russell, the entire team for MLB The Show back home in San Diego, big ups to them. Those guys crank out a AAA product every single year for you. Come on! Come on! Thank you. It's an honor and a privilege to work with that team. I've been in the industry 24 years. One of the greatest teams I've ever worked with. Now, I know that we're all excited for another season of the show, but at San Diego studio, we also have another team hard at work on a brand new project that I'm thrilled to be able to announce to you guys here today at PSX. Now, this game is a game that was built from the ground up as a free-to-play title that doesn't punish the player and never takes away from the gameplay experience. Gameplay is critical and number one, and that game is called Kill Strain. Come on, we're building this for you guys. Now, Kill Strain's a top-down, highly competitive multiplayer game that will be launching on the PlayStation 4 in the next year. Kill Strain's fast-paced, highly addicted. It's a game where your enemies can quickly become your teammates in what's a brutal 5v2, v5 team structure. This weekend here at PSX, on the show floor, we're excited to let you get your hands on Kill Strain, and even more excited to hear what you all think. We're bringing it to you in a pre-alpha state and showing it at a stage where we never would before. Now, all this is done because as a studio in San Diego, what we're looking to do is to have a more open development process. We want you guys to help shape what Killstrain will ultimately become. We've already started playtesting with some of the community in our San Diego office. And now, we're officially launching the ability for signups at killstrain.com for betas, which will kick off early next year. So with that, we invite you guys to the show floor. Come this weekend. Let us know what you think of Killstrain. Now, Killstrain is just one of the exciting new projects that we have in the works at San Diego Studio. Stay tuned here in the show for another tasty cake surprise from what's coming from us in San Diego, made for you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Software, Hidetaka Miyazaki.
皆さんこんにちは。ブラッドボーンのディレクター、フロムソフトウェアの宮崎です。本日はブラッドボーンの新しい要素、聖杯ダンジョンについてご紹介します。
Hi, I'm Hidetaka Miyazaki of From Software. Today, I'd like to show everyone a brand new feature from Bloodborne called the Chalice Dungeon.
聖杯ダンジョンはブラッドボーンの10以上あるマップの一つ、ヤーナムの地下に幾層にもわたって広がる地下遺跡のことです。
So as you all probably know, Bloodborne takes place in an old eerie town called Yharnam. Yharnam is consisted of about 10 areas, one of which is a multi-layered underground ruins.
いわゆるローグライクゲームの生成ダンジョンを思い浮かべてもらえると近しいかもしれません。この地下遺跡は、それにまみえる人によってその姿を変えるという特性があります。
So the dungeon is very much like a roguelike game in the way that they are created. It changes its appearance depending on, the player and the hunter. And so let's take a look at it.
本日はダンジョンの実機プレイを見ていただきながら、実際その変化するダンジョン、聖杯ダンジョンがどのようなものになるのか感じていただければと思います。
So talking about it isn't as exciting as looking at it live. So we're going to take you through the dungeon today.
なお、本日の実機プレイはすでにマッチング済み、マルチプレイが始まっている状態です。ですから、黒いダンジョンの画面でもう一人のプレイヤー、白いハンターも確認できると思います。
So today for this demo, we've already set it up so that it's multiplayer, but pay close attention to the black hunter on the left, but then also you can already see that we've been joined by the white hunter as well.
それでは、実機プレイを開始しましょう。ダンジョン探索を始めます。
Let's jump right in.
聖杯ダンジョン第1の狙いをご説明します。第1の狙いは攻略の新鮮さです。これは、ごくシンプルな話で、敵配置であったりダンジョン構造であったり、そういったものが変化することで攻略を新鮮なものにする、そしてその新鮮な攻略を継続的に提供する、そういったことを狙ったものです。
So the first aim or objective that we have with the dungeon is that I just said that it's going to change its form depending on the player. So once you walk in, they're procedurally generated, and it's going to be ever-changing.
そうしているうちに結構いやらしいトラップに引っかかってしまいました。
And of course, classic, but we fell into a trap here.
巨石のトラップから逃げた先には落とし穴が仕掛けられています。そして落とし穴から落ちた先には暗い下水、その先には油ぎった広い沼が広がっています。
So now that we've fallen into this pitfall, we're going to follow this path of the water, and now that we've arrived in a swamp-like area.
このように聖杯ダンジョンでは上下3層を基本とした立体構造、そして豊富なシチュエーション、そしてそれらを生かした 攻略とトラップによりゲームプレイを無味乾燥、つまらないものにしないための工夫がされています。
So the dungeon is actually 3 layers in obviously a 3D map. It offers a very intricate layout in that sense that it offers variety, keep things interesting, lots of surprises and tricks and traps.
さて、そうしているうちに次の強敵キャラクター、沼の巨人に出会ってしまいました。
Yes, we see an enemy right in front of us. Looks quite difficult with a very sharp weapon.
この沼の巨人は赤熱した武器と油切った沼という組み合わせが凶悪な難敵なんですけれども、衝撃力の高い重い武器が有効であるという側面があるので、今回はそうした武器を持っている白いハンター、山際プロデューサーのキャラクターに活躍してもらいましょう。
So his weapon is already red hot, and then combined with a tar-like substance, it just only increases in power. However, his weakness is anything sort of attacks by heavy hitting weapons. So we had the white hunter who was carrying a hammer, which proved to be very, very effective.
なんとか難敵を倒したようなので、次は、このダンジョンの各所を閉ざす仕掛けを解錠しに行きます。
So now that we've gotten rid of him, I'm going to show you some tricks that we have also laying around in the dungeon.
そしてその仕掛けを解錠した後には、それによって解放されたボスルームに向かうことになります。
So another thing in the dungeon is that you're going to want to look for these activation points coming up the staircase here.
実は今回のボスルームはこの実機プレイの最初の場所、青いライティングの広い通路ですね、その先にあったわけですが、今回はそこに戻るために今来た道を引き返すようなことはせず、複雑で入り組んだ立体構造を生かしたショートカットを発見して、それで戻るようにします。
So we successfully unlocked that activation point as you just saw, and we're on our way to our boss area. But this area was actually at the far end of the main route that you saw when we started the demo. But instead of going back the path that we came along, we're going to take the shortcut that opened up for us.
さて、それでは今回のダンジョンプレイのボス、古い炎の番犬が登場します。
So here we have the reveal of the boss, which is a flame-clad old ancient guard dog.
ちょっとかなり強い敵なんですが、とりあえず2人には頑張ってもらうとして、私の方では聖杯ダンジョンの第2の狙いについて簡単にお話ししておこうと思います。
So while these two hopefully don't die and succeed in defeating this boss, I like to tell you about another sort of aim that we have behind this dungeon.
聖杯ダンジョンの第2の狙いは第1の狙いでいった新鮮な攻略、これを共有すること、それも自由なやり方で共有することです。
So as I said earlier, this dungeon, because it's procedurally generated, it's going to keep everything very fresh and interesting, offering lots of varieties of strategies and sort of tactics depending on the player. And so the second aim for that is taking that and actually giving the player the freedom to share that. And it's up to you to decide who you want to share that with.
変化するダンジョンによる新鮮な攻略、そしてその新鮮な攻略を自由に共有すること、これが聖杯ダンジョンのテーマです。
So just to recap, the Chalice Dungeon, two things. One is to keep it really fresh, interesting, an ever-changing dungeon. And the second thing is that you're going to be able to share it with your friends, community. It's really up to you.
さて、実は今回のプレゼンテーションバージョンは、プレイヤー用にかなりぬるい挑戦になっているので、そのままではこのまま勝ってしまうとかなり興ざめだと思います。だから、いつも通りこのボスを倒す達成感というのは、ユーザーさんの体験にとっておくということで、実機プレイはこの辺りで終わりにしましょう。
So although we do want to keep on going today, I think what we really want to do is to leave that sense of accomplishment and satisfaction for you guys to experience it firsthand when the game is available, or when this is available. So I think we're going to close it down for today and leave the surprises for you guys later.
今回紹介した聖杯ダンジョンも含めてブラッドボーンぜひ楽しみにしていてください。ありがとうございました。
So this was only one part of Bloodborne, but please stay tuned to more new information, the Chalice Dungeon being one of the biggest features, and thank you very much for today.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Sony Computer Entertainment, Adam Boyes.
Holy mother of what? I can't say that right now, can I? So great to be here at the PlayStation Experience with all of you. How many people came for video games? Yes. And how many came to give Shu Yoshida a hug? Yes. Now this show is all about trying something new, getting together with you guys, all of our family, to celebrate what we all love. And we've got a ton of stuff for you to check out at the show. We've got over 800 game kiosks right through those doors that you're going to be able to play in an hour and a bit. We've got, for the first time ever, Morpheus will be playable by the public in North America. Yeah. You got to check out this one game. It's called Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. It's amazing. We brought that today. We've got 31 panels from developers like Naughty Dog, Telltale, Blizzard, and more. And tonight, right here, we've got a massive concert by 65 Days of Static for No Man's Sky. Right here, it's going to be awesome. And a ton more. I heard the Minecraft guys brought horses, so that'll be on the floor as well. And this keynote is just the beginning of a massively awesome weekend full of shenanigans. The PlayStation Experience is all about us playing games together. And one of those games we've been playing a lot together this year was Destiny. I know a couple of you guys out there have helped me on a few strikes, so that's appreciated. From the very first minute that we saw it when we were at Bungie, we loved it, and we thought it was the exact kind of game that you guys would fall in love with, and you did. You spent so much time trading items in at the Cryptarch, hiding until your teammates respawn in darkness zones, and even standing outside of a cave, firing blindly into the abyss like an idiot. I know, because I was one of those maniacs. And here's a chart. I think we have a chart of the amount of playtime I had at the end of September. I leveled up like 2 extra characters. It was awesome. And collectively, we played over 300,000 hours on Exodus Blue and the Dust Palace. Now, in Exodus Blue, if you ever want to find me, I'm always in that little hidey hole area trying to camp out there. And for Dust Palace, for those of you who haven't played it yet, always stay up top, take out the big guys first, sniper rifles, rockets. Makes it a lot easier, then take on the Scion Flares. Just a little hot tip, figure it would be a perfect place to give that to you. And we've racked up actually more than 435 million kills using the PlayStation exclusive guns Monte Carlo and Hawk Moon. But that's just the beginning, because with the launch of Destiny's first expansion, The Dark Below, on Tuesday, a whole new set of exclusive content will be available. And hopefully, I'll finally get some gear to get me past level 29. Those raid drops, Bungie. Yeah, you can just put that in my account. You can just put an item. That would be awesome. And with The Dark Below, we're getting a brand new exotic gun, the Fourth Horseman, a badass, fully automatic shotgun with 4 barrels. For those that keep in count, that's twice the normal amount of barrels. Kind of a big deal. And you can use this monstrous gun in an all-new PlayStation Strike, included in The Dark Below, called the Undying Mind. We finally get to go way deeper into the Blackguard on Mars, and I don't want to fight that guy, unless I got a couple of people helping me out on that. All right. And the greatest thing is that every single person in this audience, you don't even have to wait till the 9th. We have it playable today on the floor, and you can check it out. Yeah. I can't wait to join all of you in taking on these massive battles. And here's an exclusive sneak peek of the Undying Mind. Now, if anyone wants to find me over the next couple days, I'll probably be waiting in line to play that over and over again. So I can't wait to have all of you revive me, hopefully. Now, some of you know that before I came to PlayStation, I worked at another publisher who I'm still a massive fan of. And I'm excited to announce that one of the most iconic and celebrated video game franchises of all time is coming to PlayStation 4. Let's take a look. That's right. Ultra Street Fighter 4 is coming to next generation consoles for the first time. Our third-party production team will be bringing you the legendary Capcom title, debuting exclusively on PlayStation 4 this spring. What? Were you expecting some other Street Fighter announcement? That's super weird. Moving right along. This next game is an emotional story about a picturesque seaside town in this idyllic little neighborhood. No, I'm kidding. It's about killing stuff with things. Let's check it out. So Tripwire Interactive is coming to consoles for the very first time, bringing their multi-million-selling Killing Floor franchise to PlayStation. Now, Killing Floor 2 will make its exclusive console debut on the PS4. It's going to be this crazy, bloodbath-filled co-op shooter you won't want to miss. Now, this next team hits very close to home, literally, they're right where I grew up in Canada, right near there. And when we first saw their Kickstarter, yeah, Canada, I heard some people. It's a long drive. When we first saw their Kickstarter, we fell in love with the story of these dungeon-dwelling heroes fighting their descent into madness. Red Hook Studios and our third-party production team have joined forces to bring this side-scrolling hardcore RPG to PlayStation.
Fragile. Like a robin's egg.
So Darkest Dungeon will make its console debut in 2015, exclusively on PlayStation. Now, keeping this whole upbeat and optimistic streak going, next is a studio bringing their first game to console. Let's take a look at this title from End Night Games. So The Forest is making its dystopian console debut on PlayStation 4. Now, lucky for me, my dad was a lumberjack, so I may have a little bit of advantage in The Forest. Who am I kidding? I'm going to die so hard in that game. So Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions arrived on PlayStation for the first time 2 weeks ago. That's right, and despite playing a lot of it, I still haven't gotten 3 stars on a single level. It'd be a lot easier if I could play it on the road. So we talked to our friends at Activision, and they agreed that it would be cool to be able to bring it on the road with you anywhere you go. So I'm excited to announce that the game will be coming to Vita this spring. Now, Japanese RPGs have always had a special home on PlayStation. Yeah. And one of our most favorite JRPGs has to be the Persona franchise. Yeah. I always hear people tell me that Persona 4 Golden is always in heavy rotation on their Vita. And back at the Tokyo Game Show, Atlas revealed that they're bringing Persona 5 exclusively to PS3 and PS4. I'm happy to announce that Persona 5 will also be released exclusively on PS3 and PS4 in North America following the Japanese release. Yeah. Now, from the first time that I met this next team, I boarded the Supergiant Games hype train. Their game, Transistor, had an incredible launch on PS4, and after hearing a lot from the internet, and that the thirst is real, we're happy to announce that they're bringing their critically acclaimed Bastion to the console generation. So it'll be coming to both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. Now, I've been playing video games for quite a while now, and there's a few things that everyone should believe. The final boss always has a second form, right? Yeah. Camping is not cheating. That's true. Always check behind the waterfall, right? Nathan Drake did that. And most importantly, orcs must die. Let's check it out.
When you've been in the orc killing business as long as I have, you learn some important lessons. You can call a minion many things, but dead is the best one. You also learn that 2 traps are better than 1, always. Like these ones that my good friend Sorceress put down. Weird thing, though. Some of the guys we've been fighting lately are kind of like us. Cool powers and stuff. Just goes to show you're never the only one. Other people are special, too. Just not as special as me. The most important thing of important things, though, The rift is still safe. Thanks to me, War Mage. Oh, and these other guys too. They help. Totally help. Awesome.
So Orcs Must Die Unchained from Robot Entertainment is making its console debut on PS4 via PlayStation's third-party production group and Disruptive Games. Can't wait. So many great games coming to PlayStation down the line, and I'm sure you're thinking, that's great, Adam, but what have you done for me lately? Aside from getting you access to the Undying Mind on the show floor. But our friends at EA have something up their sleeve. But first, a trip down memory lane.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from EA, Peter Moore.
Here I come! Oh yeah, great, the video looks superb, thank you. Wow! First of all, thank you, Adam, superb, thank you so much. What a great trip down memory lane, and the unique and special relationship that both EA and PlayStation have enjoyed for the past 20 years. Now, your anniversary is such an important milestone in gaming, and we wanted to be able to celebrate it with everyone here in Las Vegas and at home. Our team at EA thought about how we could celebrate this anniversary. Now, once we figured out that me getting a tattoo probably wasn't a great idea at this point, we landed on the best birthday gift of all, free games. So to celebrate this inaugural year of PSX and the 20th anniversary of PlayStation, EA is offering PlayStation fans around the world 3 games, completely free. So head to the PlayStation Network store today at noon Pacific to download your free copies of Need for Speed Most Wanted for the PlayStation Vita. How about Mirror's Edge for PlayStation 3? And then how about Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare for the PlayStation 4? So these games will only be free until the end of PlayStation Experience tomorrow night at midnight Pacific, so don't wait. Go on and download them this weekend. We know you will enjoy these great games, and of course, happy birthday, PlayStation. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Peter. Who doesn't love free stuff? What a great way to celebrate both our 20th anniversary and the PlayStation Experience for everyone watching at home. Now, our team has been pretty hard at work scouring the earth for incredible developers and unique games. We've been announcing a ton of these games on PlayStation Blog leading up to the show, but there's a few more games coming to PS4, PS3, and Vita that we have to reveal. Check it out.
Within the innermost chamber of an ancient and forbidden temple lies a weapon of immeasurable power. A gun that can kill the past!
Enter the Gungeon, Severed, Skytorn, Dungeon Defenders 2, and Shovel Knight with Kratos in it. And the coolest thing about Shovel Knight is they actually took the award last night for the best indie game at the Game Awards, so that's super cool. Excited to have them come in. So much great stuff. We're super thrilled to have all these developers and all these great projects coming to PlayStation. Now, this next title is one of my most anticipated games for 2015, Batman Arkham Knight. Please join me in welcoming Gaz Deves from Rocksteady to the stage. Brother.
Thank you,
Thanks, buddy.
Hello! On behalf of Rocksteady Studios and WB Games, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. Jamie, Sefton, and the rest of the Rocksteady crew are back home in North London working on the epic finale to the Arkham trilogy, Batman Arkham Knight. Thank you very much! But they've sent me here to give you PlayStation fans a special sneak peek at the game. Now, over the last 2 weeks, you may have seen a couple of videos as part of our Ace Chemicals Infiltration series. Today, we're proud to be introducing the conclusion to the trilogy right here at PlayStation Experience. But that's not all! We're also giving you the first look at the Scarecrow Nightmare Pack, which will be available exclusively on PlayStation 4. Hope you enjoy the video, and we cannot wait to show you more as we get close to our June 2nd release date next year. Now let's see that trailer!
Too late. We're both already dead. You know about the bomb he's building, right?
Where is he?
I heard him saying he was in the central mixing chamber. You know what that means.
He's getting ready to release his toxin.
If that gas gets out there, it's gonna be chaos.
I won't let that happen. I'm getting you out of here. Get to the elevator.
Oh God! He's got an attack chopper! What are you gonna do?
I'm going to show the Arkham Knight what happens when he messes with my city.
Looks pretty great. Thanks, guys. So earlier today, we announced that we're bringing Ultra Street Fighter 4 to PlayStation 4 early next year. Now I was checking Twitter, and it seems like some of you were expecting something else. So we have been working behind the scenes with Capcom on another secret project that isn't as secret anymore. So let's take a look.
Passion. It's how we do what we do. To make something beautiful. To change the game. It's that drive that fuels us. The artist, the warrior, the visionary. It doesn't matter who you are or what you look like. Everybody can tap into it. We all speak that language. We know what it is to look up at an impossible challenge and push forward anyway. You go again. You fail faster. You fail better. You get stronger. You get smarter. And then one day, it finally happens. Something breaks. You push past what you thought your limits were. That ceiling above you, it isn't real. It never was. And you realize it's not that box you came in that made you. It's the moment you broke free of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Yoshinori Ono.
Hello everyone! Have you fun? So sounds like very good. So 皆さん、日本の皆さんもこんにちは。カプコンストリートファイターのエグゼクティブプロデューサーの小野です。まず最初にプレイステーション20周年おめでとうございます。
Hello everyone, my name is Yoshinori Ono, executive producer of Street Fighter at Capcom. First, I want to say congratulations on PlayStation's 20th anniversary.
ストリートファイターの次のビジョンに向けて我々が動き出した時にですね、僕たちはプレイステーションと話を始めました。
When we first began working on the vision of what's next in the Street Fighter franchise, we reached out to PlayStation.
世界中のストリートファイターファンの期待に応えるべく、カプコンとプレイステーションが何かをやろうっていう形で力を合わせるっていうことを決めたのは非常にもう明確であり、早い決断でした。
It was clear, to match the passion of Street Fighter fans around the world, we need the combined strength of both Capcom and PlayStation.
今日、ストリートファイター5をプレイステーション4と PC に向けてのエクスクルーシブタイトルとして皆さんに今日発表できることを非常に嬉しく思っています。
On that note, it gives me great pleasure to finally be able to officially share the news that Street Fighter 5 is coming and it will be exclusive to PlayStation 4 and PC.
That's right. We've partnered with Capcom on the development of Street Fighter 5. We're working together to be able to make Street Fighter the ideal fighting game for console, including cross-platform play between PS4 and PC for the first time in Street Fighter history. Street Fighter 5 will be built from the ground up for PlayStation, and PlayStation 4 will be the only console this game ever appears on.
来週の土曜日、我々はサンフランシスコでカプコンカップファイナルを開きます。そこでこのストリートファイター5のプレイヤブルのデモをステージで行う予定です。さらにもう一つビッグなサプライズもカプコンカップでは用意しているので皆さん楽しみにしてください。
Next Saturday in San Francisco at Capcom Cup, we will have the first live gameplay demonstration on stage. In addition to that, we will have many new details to share, so please look forward to the 13th.
Thank you very much, PlayStation fans, and SCI Brad, thank you very much, and Adam, thank you very much.
Thank you. We got one more thing. We got the world premiere. Actually, hold on one sec.
Okay, I checked.
Hold on. Yes. No. Hold on. Yeah. No, it's not up on NeoGAF yet? No? Okay. All right. The world premiere of Street Fighter V gameplay.
Ah!
Check it out. Roll it. We can play that now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Sony Computer Entertainment, Gio Corsi.
Woo! PlayStation Experience, live and in color. This is what next gen feels like. Now, as a Canadian, I hope it's all right that I've opted to wear my country's official formal attire, a hockey jersey. And if I start swaying or breaking out in jazz hands, it's because I'm a little nervous. And I mean, there's just so much going on in PlayStation Experience. There's even a collectible metagame happening. Certain booths on the floor will be handing out collectible playing cards featuring some of the games on PlayStation. Play all the demos, collect all the cards, walk away from Las Vegas with a PlayStation Experience exclusive 52-card deck. This one is mine. Sorry about that. Now, there's a lot to announce, so let's get to it. Last year, we launched PlayStation's third-party production group and kicked off an online campaign called #BuildingTheList. It's an opportunity for fans to tell us what they most want to see on the PlayStation. And since launch, we've had over 2,000 unique titles requested, and it keeps growing. I'm happy to say we're bringing one of the most requested titles on the Building the List campaign to PlayStation 3, Yakuza 5. This classic Sega title is finally making its North American debut summer 2015. I'm also excited to announce that Yakuza 4 and Yakuza Dead Souls are available on the PlayStation Network for PS3 digital download today. Thank you to our good friends at Sega. Now, every time we do an event, there's a lot of talk from PlayStation fans about my personal favorite platform, the PlayStation Vita. How many Vita fans are there? Now, I play it constantly when I'm on the road, which makes me really excited to announce 7 more games for the platform. I'd like to kick things off with a very recent, yet extremely vocal request. We've heard you loud and clear, and our good friends at Konami are releasing both Suikoden 1 and Suikoden 2 on North America, on Vita and PS3 next week on December 9th. Now, a lot of you have been anxiously waiting to play these classic games, and you will get your chance as early as next week. The first title third-party production released was Towerfall Ascension. Now, thanks to Matt Makes Games and Sickhead Games, the same team that brought it to the PS4, we're able to bring this co-op adventure game to the Vita.
Now, alongside the launch of the Vita version, the expansion pack Dark World will also be available on both Vita and PS4, including new archers and all new stages. Sorry, jazz hands. You'll be able to play the complete version of the game on both platforms early next year. Now, thanks to the efforts of both Young Horses and Sickhead Games, one of the PS4's most giggle-inducing titles, Octodad Dadliest Catch, is coming to the Vita early next year. It's going to be a lot of fun to get your tentacles on. I cannot wait. Next up, our friends at Cappy Games are bringing Super Time Force Ultra to PS4 this spring. And thanks to the help of Other Ocean, it's coming to PlayStation Vita as well. Now, you can check out the PS4 demo today at PlayStation Experience in the Cappy booth, but we're excited to announce that there are some super special PlayStation characters included in this release. Let's take a look. Shoo, come on, come on! I'm also happy to announce that the Banner Saga will be heading to the Vita next year as well. Personally, I've been wanting to play a killer strategy RPG on my Vita, and the Banner Saga fits the bill nicely, thanks to the fine folks at Stoic vs. Evil and the Atlantic Game Cooperative. Finally, after countless building the list requests and some great conversations with Capcom, I'm happy to announce that third-party production will be producing and publishing the upcoming Resident Evil Revelations 2 on the Vita. The Vita version will be launching digitally in the spring, and you can check out the PlayStation 4 demo of the game today in Capcom's booth. That's 7 great titles on their way to my favorite platform, and all of them will be out before the end of summer 2015. And there's a lot more to come. Huzzah! Long live the Vita! Now, there are a few more games headed to the PlayStation via third-party production. This PAX Prime darling made me laugh like a little kid when I first played it. It's a couch co-op brawler that's as cute as it is crazy. From the great minds of Bone Loaf, Gang Beasts will be making its console debut on PS4 this summer 2015. Take a look. Gang Beasts will be playable in the Double Fine booth here at PlayStation Experience. You don't want to miss it. And speaking of Double Fine, it's my pleasure to introduce the president and creative director of Double Fine, Mr. Tim Schafer. Keep it going. Come on, Tim!
Thanks, Gio. There's a lot of people here.
There's a lot of people.
I was hoping you were going to say, speaking of cute and crazy.
Well, that goes without saying. I am a big fan, and as you know, a backer.
Oh, well, thank you for backing Broken Age.
Yeah, well, it's beautiful and fun and all, but I was thinking of asking for my money back.
Oh, this is awkward timing. Can I ask why?
Well, it's not on PlayStation.
Oh, well then I am happy to tell you that Broken Age, the complete adventure, is coming to both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita in 2015. Day and date. Yep. Thank you. Day and date with the Act 2 release on PC.
Now that's awesome.
Yeah, anything for backer.
Well, let's take a look at Broken Age. Adventure games really aren't dead after all, at least not on PlayStation.
Yeah, thus you count all the dead people in Grim Fandango.
Well, that's a good kind of dead.
Yes, the remastered dead.
Exactly. And here at PlayStation Experience, the PS4 version of Grim Fandango is playable in the Double Fine booth, and the Vita version is playable in the PlayStation Ecosystem booth. So make sure to get your hands on the game early while you still have the chance.
That's right, because Grim Fandango Remastered will hit PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita along with the PC, Mac, and Linux on January 27th. So let's take a look at the trailer.
Well, at least you're not hitting the bottle anymore.
Hey, Callie, how you doing?
I'm Calavera, Manny Calavera.
My name's Gladys.
Did you kill much when you were alive?
Very little.
I'm sick of waiting around for a good lead. Like it's gonna fly in here tied to a brick. It's time to take one.
Man, that game is looking really great, and it's been a lot of fun to remake this classic for fans. I would love to do this all over again.
We should do it again, all over.
Well, you want to make Grim Fandango again?
No, like, do it again, but like with a different game.
Do you want to?
Yeah, can't you see in the teleprompter? My unscripted reaction is totally yes.
Great. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to announce the next collaboration between PlayStation's third-party production and Double Fine.
Day of the Tentacle Special Edition. Thanks to our friends at Disney and Lucasfilm, Day of the Tentacle Special Edition will be launching simultaneously on PS4 and Vita, along with PC, Mac, and Linux.
We can't wait to share more about it with you, about Day of the Tentacle. And on that note, it's truly been an honor showcasing these exciting games. Keep tweeting Building the List. Enjoy PlayStation Experience. Thanks to Tim Schafer, and we'll see you all on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Santa Monica Studio, Shannon Studstill.
Wow, this is what PSX looks like. This is awesome. I'm Shannon Studstill, head of Santa Monica Studio. You can see our new logo. We have God of War, Fat Princess, Flower, Journey, Unfinished Swan. These are just some of the fabulous titles that we have coming out of Santa Monica over the years, and a testament to our strong internal and external legacy of creating a breadth of innovative and very diverse titles within our portfolio. As we progress onto our journey of developing amazing PlayStation experiences out of Santa Monica, we're thrilled to be here with you today to share with you four exceptional games from our external development partners that continue our legacy. The first title that I'm very pleased to introduce marks the return of a beloved PlayStation franchise, which is not only being announced here today, right here, but it's even better, it's playable on the show floor for you guys. So we at Santa Monica hope you enjoy everything you're about to see here today and look forward to sharing with you some more news in the coming months coming from our studio. Thanks, guys.
Awesome sauce, activate! Yes, yes! Brilliant!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Phenomena, Robin Haneke and Keita Takahashi.
Hey everybody. We are super glad to be here today with you to chat about what we've been up to at Phenomena. So you may know that Kate and I have been friends for many years. So from the time that he was working on Katamari Damacy and I was working on The Sims, all the way to Nobi Nobi Boy and Journey. And when we announced last year that we were going to be collaborating on a new title, people got very curious about what it might be. Today, we're here to tell you a little bit about where this idea came from, which we think is quite important.
Hi. I'm Japanese, I guess. I made a prototype of this game with Bikram, who comes from India. And we moved to San Francisco to join Phenomena to keep making this game. This game idea came to me when I played with my 2-year-old son and wondered what if all toys lived and connected by themselves.
The game's title is actually composed of the Japanese and Tamil words for circle put together. And this is a way of referencing the fact that we have connection and collaboration as a central idea in the concept. And what you're going to see today, however, is actually about a square. That square is the mayor of our world, and we're really excited to introduce them to you today, and we hope that you enjoy meeting them and all of the other people that we're going to introduce to you over the course of the coming year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Giant Sparrow, Ian Dallas.
Hi, I'm Ian Dallas from Giant Sparrow, creators of The Unfinished Swan. Our next game is about how it feels to look up at the night sky and to be simultaneously amazed by the infinite beauty of the universe, but at the same time humbled by how small and fragile our own lives are. The game is a collection of short stories about a cursed family in Washington state. Each story is about a different family member, and every story ends with that person's death. As a player, you'll follow Edith Finch as she explores her family's history and tries to figure out why she's the last Finch left alive.
I hadn't been back since the funeral. Nothing had changed. Everything was just older. Looking back, I think that was the first really bad sign. This isn't going to make sense, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Board.
Acknowledged, Sir Percival. Sentinel-5 is eating back and will remain available for support.
Confirmed. Thanks for the drop-off, Captain.
Good luck, sir. Sentinel-5 out.
Is this your idea of easy, monsieur? We're all secure, Percival. You move on your mark. Very well. Hey, Gray! Lafayette!
Thank you. What you just saw here was the start of the 5th chapter of the game played in real time. Hi, everyone. I'm Ruvira Surya, the creative director for the Order 1886. First of all, wanted to say happy birthday to, well, happy 20th to PlayStation. We've been really proud to be part of this family for the last 10 years. What we wanted to show you here with this intro was what we see as the vision of what this generation of game holds. The PlayStation 4 has allowed us to do things in-game, in real time, that we could only see in pre-rendered cutscenes in the past. We're really excited to be here. The whole team at RAD is hard at work, putting the final touches on the game. As you know, the game will be coming out on February 20th, 2015. In this past year, we've revealed our version of Victorian era London. We've revealed some of the protagonists in our game. We've revealed core gameplay, range combat, and a new gameplay experience. We've showcased technology, our physics system, and the graphical quality of our game. Today, I'm here to show you another moment of the game that further adds to everything we've shown thus far. What you're going to see here is, happens a little later in the same chapter, chapter 5 of the game. This is the fight that takes place inside the kitchens of the airship Agamemnon.
Damn it! Get to the other! Rebels down! I'm reloading! Target down! Coach gun at the far end! Oh, there! Reloading! Rebel neutralized. Reload. Enemy down. Clear. Keep moving. We have to find that second device. We've got to hold them long enough to get control. Galahad, take cover. Reloading. What's this? I'm reloading. Back up now. Room clear. We need to keep after the mark. He must have gone through there. Right, I got it! Here, first, can you get through? I think so. Look out!
So we're only showing you a small snippet right here for one specific reason. Not only will you be able to get your hands on what you've seen here, but you'll be able to play more than 30 minutes of the game right here on the PSX show floor. Since we came to PSX, we also decided to do something at the very last minute for you guys. A little something extra. We wanted to tease the melee combat against the Elder Lycan that we introduced at E3. You'll get to play it when the game comes out in February 2015, so I hope you enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Media Molecule, Rex Kroll.
Hey! Hi everyone, it's so great to be here with all the fans of PlayStation and Media Molecule games. Today I'm here with Spaff, and I'm also here with Jenny. Even though 2/3 of us look like we're cosplaying from The Order, we're actually going to be showing off Tearaway Unfolded. Tearaway Unfolded is an adventure through a beautiful world made of paper. It's a journey taken by this character right here, Atois. There she is. She's a messenger with a unique message that she must deliver, because the person she's delivering this message to is you, the person at the end of her world. And you can see that, I want to get in here. You can see them up there in the rift in the sky, peering in and helping guide her. In order to complete this adventure, we're going to have to work together. So let's take a look at a small section of this journey. This particular stage takes place in a barn. It's where Atois is taking refuge from some crows. And you're going to see how you, the character outside of the game, can help guide them in unique ways with the DualShock 4. In this location, it's kind of dark and sinister, but we're here for the messenger, not only guiding her with traditional stick controls, but by doing a whole bunch of new things. See here how pressing down on the touchpad bounce things in the world up into the sky. So if we can drum out like a really good rhythm, hopefully we'll be able to keep this bridge open for just long enough for a Twa to cross over it. It's not just environmental puzzles and dangers that the messenger will be challenged by. Here's some enemies called the Scraps. They're causing all kinds of fights and mayhem. So we're going to need to even the odds with a heroic gopher. A big part of the game is how much the messenger and you need to work together. If we hold the controller up, a Twa becomes aware of us outside of her world, and she gets ready to throw whatever she's holding out to us so we can catch it right in our controller. There it goes. And you can hear it if Spaff gives it a little rattle. You might be able to hear it. No? It's rattling around in there. And we can calm it down with a little stroke and prepare it for re-entry back into the paper world. And then with a swipe on the touchpad, we fling it back into the game, ready to be caught by a Twa. Because we're so powerful outside of the world, the things that we throw back in become supercharged. So you might be able to spot that scrap up there in the scenery. A Twa can't reach it, but by throwing the object out to us, we can swipe it back in and knock it out of the scenery. Don't worry, gophers are, they're pretty bouncy, quite resilient. They don't mind. And luckily, they're also reusable. So we're going to use it to give ourselves a little lift up to deal with the rest of the scraps up there. And here they are. They're pretty caught up with terrorizing this poor character on the left. So we're going to be able to catch them off guard by dazzling them with our godlike presence. Now, as you've probably noticed, the DualShock 4, it's full of light. You can see it leaking out of the back here. So by squeezing on the controller, we can bring the full force of the light into the game, completely hypnotizing these scraps, and then they're in our control and we can move them around, drag them, topple, or bounce them out of harm's way. Down he goes. These are just some of the ways that we can help guide the messenger on their delivery mission to explore the papery world of Tearaway and ultimately deliver their message to you, the player, guiding them there. And you can do this today as we have the game playable for the first time at the show. So come by and hang out with us and enjoy our adventure. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Supermassive, Peter Samuels.
Good morning. Thank you. That's great. So at Supermassive, we are thrilled about the reaction to the announcement just a few months ago of Until Dawn as a PlayStation 4 exclusive for 2015. We're so thrilled that we've brought along a whole new section of gameplay to Las Vegas today, and it's something very different to that you've seen in Until Dawn so far. We design action sequences to be adrenaline-fueled, exciting, and yet still cinematic sequences of gameplay that keep you connected to your game and involved in your character's fate through the decisions that you make and the other actions that you take. In the scene I'm about to play, Samantha, played by Hayden Panettiere, indeed, is relaxing in the bar when she's interrupted by an intruder. When she investigates, her friends are nowhere to be found, and, well, let's take a look.
Oh, this is weird.
Hello, Samantha. Do you think these were the last happy moments of this creature's life?
Showing this to me.
Why are you watching?
Josh!
How does it make you feel? I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Sam.
Said so. It's fine, it's paused. Confronted by a would-be attacker, Sam needs to make a quick decision. And I do that by pointing the pad at one or other of the choices and selecting it. That one. Let's go for it. got to say, I love the participation. Thanks for that. So in Until Dawn, a single decision or a mistimed action might not be fatal, but your actions could add up to deadly consequences for your character. Because in Until Dawn, when you're dead, you're dead. There's no restart. That character's lost to your story, and your story adapts and continues. Now, when you play Until Dawn this weekend, you might make different choices than I did. You might get different outcomes. Your Samantha may escape. But whatever your outcome, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Square Enix, Shinji Hashimoto.
Hello to all the PlayStation fans. 17 long years ago, one of the most iconic video game release made its debut on the original PlayStation. Now, 3 generations later, we were bringing that title back to the PlayStation. I'm happy to announce that the Square Enix will begin the PC release of the Final Fantasy VII exclusivity to PlayStation 4 this spring. PlayStation fans will be able to play this version on PlayStation 4 with the upscaled original graphics. The desire for Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation is very strong. We even saw that the same players remade portion of the game inside of Little Big Planet. We are excited for fans to be able to revisit this classic release on modern console. Thank you so much and happy PlayStation experience!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Sean Layden.
So have you guys seen too many games now? Well, that's good, because there's 2 more to come up after this. And I won't be up here too long. I just want to say that almost all of the games you have seen today are playable next door at the PlayStation Experience. So want to hear your feedback. Can't wait to hear what you guys think of all of that. And to those of you who keep blog posting me that what's happened to Vita, I think we've seen it today. There's a lot of love for Vita in this room. But for those who aren't aware, this is also a special moment in PlayStation history. As some have said today, it's our 20th birthday. It's been 20 years since the launch of the original PlayStation, which released in Japan on December 3rd in 1994. Let's take a look back at what those 20 years have meant. We have a 20th anniversary edition of PS4. You'll be able to see that next door as well. The original PlayStation was meant to embody the sense of adventure and discovery. That was a sense that anything could be possible. Anything that you wanted to happen could be true. That video we just saw was built in the Little Big Planet engine. That's pretty amazing, I thought. Today, all of us at Sonic Boom Entertainment remain committed to providing you with thrills, excitement, narrative, and the adventures you desire. So before we close this morning and let you guys get next door to get on the machines, we have 2 more presentations to go. And ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce the first one. Please allow me to bring my friend on, Sean Murray. Thanks, Sean. Okay.
Hi. I'm Sean from Hello Games. We're a small indie team making No Man's Sky. The whole team is here today. They're like just sat there. This means a lot to us. In No Man's Sky, we all start on the outer edge of the same galaxy. Every star in the sky is the light from a distant sun, each with its own solar system of planets. We were working out that, like, if you were to visit a new planet was to be discovered every second, then it would take, like, 584 billion years to discover them all. So it's a really hard platinum trophy to get. Not only will you all be dead, but so will the Earth and the Sun. Everyone in that huge universe is playing out there together somewhere. I feel like we've never shown just how big No Man's Sky really is before, and we'd like to try and do that for the first time today. Everything you're about to see is real-time on PlayStation 4. We can only show you a little taste now, but come back here tonight at 9 p.m. live or streamed at home for a night under No Man's Sky, where we can show you a whole bunch more. Really hope you like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the Bartlett Jones Supernatural Detective Agency, David Jaffe.
just want to say before I start my speech, I usually do these things in front of the press and press conferences and stuff, and I genuinely wanted to say, looking at all this footage, and I've been with PlayStation before it was PlayStation, back when we were Sony ImageSoft, and making really bad games. And, but you guys have taken care of me. You've taken care of my family for 20 years. And some of you guys hate me, some of you guys love me, some of you guys don't know what the fuck I'm doing, you know? But seriously, I'm thank you guys very, very much for taking care of my family and myself. I appreciate it. So with all that sentimental fucktard shit, they said I could cuss, by the way. They said I could. So with all that out of the way, we are thrilled that we get to announce the first game ever from our brand new studio, the Bartlett Jones Supernatural Detective Agency here at the show. The game is a collaboration between us and the great team at Sony San Diego, and it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive title. So let's show it to you right now. The game is called Drawn to Death. It's a third-person, multiplayer arena shooter that is set almost entirely inside the pages of a creative high school student's notebook. So players control one of many sketches in the book, choosing a character created by the artist, and then dropping that character into the giant, ever-changing world of the kid's 3-ring binder. So the world inside the notebook is violent. It's a world at war, it's brutal, and it's bloody. The game's core launch mode is a 4-player free-for-all deathmatch. Now, Drawn to Death is as much of a fast-paced arena shooter as it is a tactical thinking man brawler. I should say thinking woman's brawler. Gamergate's gonna fucking kill me. But okay, the game allows, sorry you guys, okay, let's focus. The game allows beginning players to have fun just blasting the shit out of each other with unique, powerful weapons. But Drawn to Death also rewards players who learn enemy moves and opponent tells and use that information to their advantage. So the best Drawn to Death players have fast reflexes, but they also have skill, tactics, and strategy to take out the competition. So the game's wide variety of characters is a huge aspect of Drawn to Death. Each character has its own behaviors, unique multiple special attacks, passives, and buffs. The characters are loaded with mechanics for players to discover, learn, master, and use to win the match. Now, some of these moves and attacks we'll share with players right away, but others we'll never mention, letting Drawn to Death players still discover mechanics, moves, counters, and tactics well past launch day. So, characters are huge. The battlegrounds themselves are also littered with pickups of all types, very in the tradition of arena shooters. Now, some of these are very cool and powerful, but traditional, but others, as we'll see here, are a bit more unique. This is Dodgeball Dan. He's the severed upper torso of an ex-championship dodgeball player, and he does a lot of damage. Here's Drawn to Death's unique take on a flamethrower. We basically take gasoline and shove it into a dragon's mouth, and we're able to burn enemies to a crisp relatively quickly. So the battlegrounds in Drawn to Death, they all come from the always creative, slightly twisted mind of this teenage kid. So from things he's studying in school to events happening in his actual personal life, no location, no idea is off limits. It gives us basically cool new worlds for players to explore and discover, as well as having an always surprising series of new battlegrounds in which to fight. And as you see here, from time to time, the teenage artist himself can even be called upon to come to the player's aid. So in this case, you're controlling them and taking out bad guys. So that's the high concept of Drawn to Death. Now, the game is still very much early in production. It's pre-alpha. But even so, we're very proud of the game. We're excited. We think it plays well. But we wanted to share it with you guys, obviously the hardest of the hardcore PlayStation fans this weekend. But what we're doing is a little bit different. A lot of the games you're going to see on the show floor are almost ready to ship. They're beta. They're certainly alpha. We're pre-alpha. And what we're going to do is, if you choose to play our game, and we hope you do, after every play session, myself and other members of the development team will be waiting. It sounds creepy, we'll be waiting, but we'll be basically right there after you're done playing, so we can basically have sort of an impromptu focus test on the show, so we can talk about what you hated, what you loved, what you think you might love if we just made a couple of adjustments. So we're certainly hoping that you stick around and play the game and talk to us after. Also, as a PlayStation Experience exclusive starting right now and only for this weekend, players who go to drawntodeth.com can sign up for a really cool, very rare in-game mystery item that's only available to people here at the show and people who sign up this weekend. And again, that's drawntodeth.com if you're watching on the stream. So there's lots more to talk about and share in the coming months, but for now, we hope you've enjoyed this first look at Drawn to Death, and we look forward to sharing more of the game with you very, very soon. Thank you guys tons. Appreciate it.
PlayStation